Hello friends, I am Ravikiran Badigir and welcome to Anglo Acharya's Let's Learn series. Today in our lecture, we are going to start learning about conjunctions. Sir, what are conjunctions? Conjunctions are defined as follows. A word or words that are used to join two words or clauses into a single sentence are called conjunctions. Again, a conjunction is either one word or several words that are used to join two words or two clauses or more clauses for that matter into a single sentence. For example, consider these phrases Ram and Shyam or Smith and Smita. Now here these two words Ram and Shyam are joined together, just two words joined together by a single word, and hence and acts as a conjunction. Alright, now consider this all but one. All but one, it actually means all of them except one. So the but here it means except, but here but also joins all and one, so it acts as a conjunction, right? So a conjunction is a word or several words that are used to join two words in a single phrase or two clauses into a single sentence. You will understand about clauses as we go ahead with our sentences. Just as an exercise, come on. Sentence number first. Teaching is my passion and profession. Again, teaching is my passion and profession. Now, don't you think, friends, here the two words passion and profession, these two nouns are joined together or linked into a single unit by the word and hence and is a conjunction, right? Come on, sentence number two. She invited me, so I went. She invited me, so I went. Now in this sentence, friends, she invited me is clause 1. It's a group of words that contains a finite verb. So she invited me, clause 1. I went, this is clause 2. Don't you think, friends, these two clauses, clause 1 and clause 2, are joined together by the word so in such a way that the two clauses become one single sentence, and hence so is also a conjunction. It acts as a link, hence it's a conjunction. Alright, we go to the third sentence. They are the ones who worked hard. They are the ones who worked hard. Well, in this sentence, they are the ones, this is clause 1. Who worked hard, this is clause 2. Don't you think these two words, these two clauses have been joined together into a single sentence by this word who? Hence, this word who also comes to be known as a conjunction. Alright, we go to the fourth sentence. I called him, but he gave no answer. I called him, but he gave no answer. Now here, I called him is clause 1. He gave no answer is clause 2. Don't you think, my friends, that the word but here links the two clauses into one single sentence? Hence, this word but is a conjunction. Going on to the next sentence, sentence number 5. Wake me up before you go. Wake me up before you go. I'm going to go to sleep. Wake me up before you go. Now, in this example, wake me up is clause 1. Before you go is clause 2. Now, in this example, the two clauses have been joined together, have been coordinated by the word before, and hence this becomes a conjunction. Alright, going to sentence number 6, we have He tried hard, yet he failed. He tried hard, yet he failed. Here, the two clauses are he tried hard, clause 1, he failed, clause 2. Don't you think these two clauses have been joined together by this coordinator yet? Hence, this is also a conjunction. The next sentence, please. Although she was sick, she went to work. Although she was sick, she went to work. Now, in this case, she was sick. This is clause 1. She went to work. This is clause 2. I know you people must be thinking, why isn't this word although in between? Well, it can very well be used in between, but this sounds better. Don't you think, friends, in this case, the two clauses she was sick and she went to work have been joined together into a single sentence by the coordinator although. So, this is also a conjunction. Going on to the next one. You can't leave until you have paid the bill. You can't leave until you have paid the bill. In this case, you can't leave is clause 1. Until you have paid the bill is clause 2, joined together by the coordinator, in this case the subordinating conjunction, and that is until. Alright. Now we have sentence number 9. My uncle is both an actor and a writer. My uncle is both an actor and a writer. Now in this case, my uncle is an actor. This is clause 1. My uncle is a writer, clause 2. Don't you think these two clauses have been joined together by the coordinator both and? So this is a conjunction which consists of two words, not just a single one as was applicable till now. So this is both and. So this is also a conjunction. This is called a coordinating conjunction or compound conjunction. The 10th one. Hurry up or you will miss the bus. Hurry up or you will miss the bus. Now in this case, hurry up, clause 1, you will miss the bus, clause 2, joined together by the conjunction or. So this is also conjunction. Is that okay, friends? Alright, friends. Now let's have a look at the various conjunctions that we bring into our daily usage in our writing and speech. First, written in green are subordinating conjunctions and written in red are coordinating conjunctions. I think some of you must be wondering what's the difference between subordinating and coordinating conjunctions. Well, I shall explain this in detail when we go on to do complex and compound sentences. But for now, just understand that when you use any one of these subordinating conjunctions to join two clauses into a single sentence, please remember that single sentence turns out to be a complex sentence. Likewise, when you use any one of these coordinating conjunctions to join or link two separate clauses into one single sentence, then that single sentence turns out to be a compound sentence. In other words, subordinating conjunctions are used for making complex sentences, whereas coordinating conjunctions are used for making compound sentences. Sir, which are the subordinating conjunctions? First of all WH type questions are included in subordinating conjunctions. Which are the WH type questions, sir? What, where, when, why, which, who, whose, whom, and how. All these 9 WH type questions are included in subordinating conjunctions. Thereupon come that, as, if, since, because, so that, though, although, while, whereas, before, after, than, unless, till, until, except, etc. These are called subordinating conjunctions used for making complex sentences. Likewise, among the coordinating conjunctions we have and, but, yet, still, so, or else. Please remember, or and else are separate conjunctions by themselves, and even together they can be used, it can be used as a coordinating conjunction. Then we have therefore, both, and. Remember that sentence we had done, my uncle is both an actor and a writer. In this case there are two words, both and. Likewise, we have either or, neither nor, not only but also, as well as, etc. All these coordinating conjunctions make up a compound sentence. I hope you people have all understood about subordinating conjunctions and coordinating conjunctions. I give you the definition of conjunctions, how they are used to link two words or two clauses into a single sentence. If you have liked this video, please like it, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to it. And please give your comments, because your comments will encourage me to improve upon the quality of my presentations. Your comments are very valuable to me, they are precious. So please comment upon them, and don't forget to press that notification bell so that you get notified every time I come up with a new video. Until then, goodbye.